Hey guys, it's Cece. So it is officially midnight, which means TBR Takedown has begun. It is now July 25th. I am not going to bed yet. I'm going to stay up and read a little bit because I have about 80 pages left of, where is it? Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, which I want to finish tonight so that I can get an actual start going on my 5 books for TBR Takedown this week. But I only have 80 pages left, so I'll definitely be able to finish this today before I go to sleep, which will be good, so I can get a good jump going. I'm excited. I read a ton today before the readathon even started, but I don't have anything to do tomorrow. I'm gonna get a bunch of Deathly Hallows read tomorrow, which will be fantastic, but I'm just doing nothing, so that'll be really nice to get going on. So yeah, I'm going to stay up and read a bit, and I will see you guys in the morning. So it's 10 a.m. I finished Half-Blood Prince last night, which is awesome. And now I am going to start my first actual book for TBR Takedown. So that means Deathly Hallows is going to get read today. So I slept in because I was at a barbecue last night, and I'm covered in bug bites. Ugh, but I'm gonna wake up now and read this book and hopefully get a lot done today. I have been plugging along on Deathly Hallows all day. I am on about page 330 of this, and I'm not going to bed yet. I'm still gonna stay up for a couple of hours, and I might read some more of this before I go to sleep. But that means I have read quite a lot of pages so far, and I'm feeling very proud of myself. I think I've done very well. I also got distracted today, though, because my sister wanted me to do a puzzle, and so I was helping her for just hours on making this puzzle. We finished it, but now I am just sitting out on my balcony reading. It's actually quite nice. I don't read out here very often, but it's really nice. But I'm going to read for a couple more hours now, and then I'm going to go ahead and go to sleep, and we will get a good start and hopefully finish Deathly Hallows tomorrow. Okay, so it's about 1:30 p.m. on day 2. I have been reading Harry Potter all morning, so I did not vlog when I woke up, but I have read about 100 pages. I'm on about page 447 of Deathly Hallows, which means I am just chugging right along. Plus, we are getting out of the boring camping portion. Not boring, but let's be real, the camping portion drags of this book, which means I'll be able to pick up speed once we get to the more fast-paced stuff. But yeah, I am more than halfway through. I am feeling very good about finishing this today and hopefully starting another book. That would be great, because I realized for a couple of days this week I will be at a friend's house and I also won't be able to read. So it'd be really great if I could get a jump on it today. So hopefully next time I vlog I'll be done with Harry Potter. That would be fantastic. And it's just like a beautiful day, so maybe I'll read outside again. I've been doing that, so we'll see what happens. I have been reading all day, and I finished Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, which means I am done with my first book for the readathon. And it also means that I spent most of today crying. So that's why most of my makeup's gone. I was wearing makeup earlier. But then I wept for good 400 pages. So now I have gotten started on my second book, which is Speak by Laurie Halse. I'm about 30 pages into this, and these 30 pages have gone by really, really quickly, so I think I'm going to finish this maybe tonight, but definitely by tomorrow, and then I can start in on Zeros. I do have to work tomorrow, but not for too long, so I should have plenty of time to read still, which is awesome. Alright, so it is 10:15 on day 3, and I just finished reading Speak. I read it really quickly. Look at all these tabs. I almost finished it last night, and then I was falling asleep, and so I woke up and finished it. Then cried some more. Apparently all I'm doing during this readathon is crying, but I did finish that. So that means that it is time to start on my next book. I have not started reading it yet, but I'm going to start reading Zeros and get a couple of pages read before I go to work. And hopefully I'll be able to get through this one quickly, because it's kind of a monster. I hope I can get through this, and I hope that I love it as much as I loved Speak, because Speak was just amazing. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start reading this now. It is 11:30 p.m. on day 3, and I did not get as much reading done today as I have the last 2 days. I am on about page 170 of zeros, so I'm not even close to halfway. Luckily, when I do pick up this book, I am going very quickly. The words are really big, and the story is really, really fast-paced, so when I do pick it up, I get through it quickly, but I just did not get very much read today. Hopefully I'll be able to read a lot more tomorrow, because Wednesday and Thursday I'm not going to be able to read almost anything, so hopefully I'll get through more of this tomorrow, and I'm definitely going to stay up for a bit and read some more of this. I don't have a ton to do tomorrow. I probably have about the same to do tomorrow as I did today, but hopefully I'll be able to focus more on reading tomorrow than I did today. That's the plan. Okay, it is about 10 a.m. I read a ton last night, which is fantastic. I read about 200 pages of zeros, which means I am much more than halfway done and will definitely finish today, which is awesome. But I'm also running late because I'm supposed to be going to the doctor right now, and I slept in a little bit because I was staying up and reading this. So I gotta go like now, but I will definitely be finishing this before the end of the day. Yes! I finished Zeros! It was a very, very quick read. Surprisingly so, but I absolutely loved it. Like, I'm so glad that I loved this book as much as I did, because it's the first ARC I've ever received, so I'm just like super excited that I love this book, and I can't wait to do a full review of it. But that is all I got read today, because I went and saw Ant-Man today, and guys, it was not worth not reading to go see Ant-Man, I promise you. It's okay. It's funny. It's probably all I can say about it. And I was also working a lot today, so that means I have finished 3 of the challenges for TBR Takedown. Actually, I can show you. So I've been keeping my post-it notes up here for which challenges I've completed. So I finished 3 of my challenges, but luckily my next challenge will not be too difficult to complete. I am going to start reading City in the Desert. This is a graphic novel. It is the first in a series, and I'm going to get through it really, really quickly. In fact, I'm going to start it right now and finish it before I go to bed, and maybe start the second graphic novel. So that is awesome. I'm excited to hurry and quickly get through this and check off the 4th challenge. Yes! It is 9 a.m. and I finished 2 books last night. Okay, they were graphic novels, but still. I finished a lot of pages last night. So last night I read the first City in the Desert, which is called The Monster Problem, and then I read the second one, which is called The Serpent Crown, and they were both really, really good for just like random finds at the library, so that's awesome. And then before I went to sleep, I just read the first like 10 or so pages of Positively Beautiful. I read the first chapter. So I'm not going to get that much more read over the next couple of days, but I definitely feel like I'm going to finish this book. I finished 4 of my 5 challenges so far. The only one I have left is Out of My Comfort Zone, which is this book right here, and I think I'll be able to finish it on Friday. So I'm sad I won't be able to read for the next couple of days, but I'm feeling pretty good about myself considering it's only day 4, day 5? What day is it? Alright, I am back. It is noon on Friday. I, as expected, got almost no reading done for the last 2 days. I got about 70 or so pages read of Positively Beautiful, because on one of the days that I was over at my friend's house, they really overslept. So I pulled out my book and I read about 70 pages before they woke up. I am not loving this book right now. This happens. I choose an out of your comfort zone book and then I end up not getting through it because I end up not liking it. But I'm going to push myself to read through this today. I have the whole day to read this book, and it's just a contemporary and it's not like super, super long, so I don't think it should be too hard to get through the rest of it. But I'm not currently really liking it. It is falling into some contemporary YA tropes that I do not care about. So we'll see what happens there, but I don't have really anything else to do today. I'm going out to dinner with my family. We're gonna go get some Thai food tonight. But until then, it's just me reading. It is 11:30 at the end of the final day of TBR Takedown, and I just finished my last book for my challenge. I just barely finished Positively Beautiful. I'm not gonna wrap this up tonight. Actually, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow to do my official wrap-up, because I'm just a little tired. I did not really like Positively Beautiful. I will talk about that a little bit more when I do my wrap-up. But I had a lot of fun. And I'm glad that I got to finish all 5 of my challenges. I read all of my challenges. I did not do that for my last TBR takedown, so I'm very happy. But now I'm going to watch a little bit of BookTube and go to bed before I do my TBR takedown wrap-up tomorrow, as well as my whole July wrap-up. So I have a couple videos to post tomorrow. So I guess I will see you again when my lighting is better. Alright, we're at the end now of TBR Takedown. It's officially over, which means I'm now getting ready to head into Booktubeathon. If you haven't seen my TBR already, I just posted that yesterday, so you can go and check out my TBR for that next readathon. But I just thought I'd hurry and go over the books that I read for TBR Takedown and let you know what I rated them, how I felt about all of them, because I read a ton of books. I read 6 full books and then 1 that I just wrapped up during the readathon, so I'm just gonna hurry and show you those. So first I finished reading Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and obviously it was amazing, 5 stars as usual, Harry Potter's the best. And then of course after that my first full book was Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. This is my favorite Harry Potter book. I'm not gonna talk a ton about Harry Potter in this video or my July wrap-up because I'm going to do a couple of Harry Potter themed videos just to celebrate finishing my reread, but obviously my favorite book in the series, I gave it 5 stars. Next, I read Speak by Laurie Halse Anderson. I will talk more about how much I loved it in my full July wrap-up, but you already heard in this when I was vlogging how much I adored this and how much it lived up to the hype, and I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Because it was just perfect. I just really loved this book. Next, I picked up Zeros by Scott Westerfeld, Margot Lanigan, and Deborah Biancotti. That's right, I finally remember all of their names. And this was my first ARC that I've received and my first ARC that I've read, and I loved it, which was really, really exciting. I'm going to do a full review of this book, obviously, as I received it for review, but that is going to take another week because I've got to get through all the video challenges for Booktubeathon before I review this book. But I'm so excited to review it. I will say that I gave this book 4.5 out of 5 stars. After that, I read 2 graphic novels. I read both City in the Desert graphic novels that exist by Mauro Rogers. There is The Monster Problem, which is book 1, and The Serpent Crown, which is book 2. I loved The Monster Problem so much that as soon as I finished it, I immediately jumped onto The Serpent Crown. So I gave this first book, I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, and I gave the second book 3.5 out of 5 stars because it was good, but it didn't quite live up to this first book. And finally, during this readathon, I read Positively Beautiful by Wendy Mills, which, if you follow me on Goodreads, you already know was sort of a disappointment to me. I did not really like this book. I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. Again, I'll talk about it more in my July wrap-up, but unfortunately, I just didn't love this book. So those are the books that I read this TBR Takedown. I just want to say thank you to Shannon and thank you to all of the co-hosts of TBR Takedown because this was a great readathon and I had a lot of fun participating with people and doing this, and I can't wait for another one. So thank you so much. Make sure to go subscribe to Shannon and maybe participate in another TBR Takedown next time. And thank you for watching this whole vlog. This was sort of an experiment. If you liked how I did this and you want me to wrap up readathons like this from now on, let me know in comments. Also, if you participated in TBR Takedown, what did you read? What did you get done? I hope you had fun. And thank you for watching this whole video. I have another one coming up very soon today, so keep your eye out for that, and I will see you in that video very soon. Alright, bye!